Voi Wildlife Lodge. Duncan, Tundo, Chaga, Chathe, Anwar and the Hosi brothers shared the fastest time, an identical 36 seconds as the first run through, much to the delight of the crowds. There was a lot to be done back at the service park after the grueling tighter hills before a repeat of the Rukinga stage.
I believe Flash is about 30 seconds ahead and Ian is about a minute. It's going to be difficult because it's just one last stage to go. We will try our best. We did beat Flash in the morning, so I don't know if we'd be able to pick 30 on him. That's because I know he's going to push really hard to get 30 on Ian as well.
We'll see. Just working it out, he beat me by a minute through that section the first time, so I've got to up my game by a minute and some to get on it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll push, but I somehow doubt it.
That section through the tighter was really, really good fun. I mean, absolutely fantastic stage. Similar sort of stuff than we had a couple of years ago, and definitely, one of the best stages in our championship for sure. Really, really enjoyable.
It's the first time I've done Voi. Never done Voi before. The first stage was quite nice. The second stage very tricky, very tight on the cliffs, so we had to be very careful.
It had rained briefly on the Rukinga section during the afternoon, settling the dust but not enough to change the road conditions significantly. Ian Duncan had seen his lead reduced by Tundo on the tighter section to just 23 seconds. He knew his rival would push hard, so he attacked once again and set the fastest time, this time by only 3 seconds. It was enough to extend his winning margin to 26 seconds, and with it, a fantastic comeback win after the disaster in Nyeri. Tundo probably would have been quicker than Duncan had he not caught Alex Hosi before the end of the stage, losing precious seconds in the dust. However, it was a big task to be 25 seconds faster than Duncan, and he would have to settle for second. Baldev Chaga was now resigned to third overall. He had lost time in the titles and needed to hold station to take maximum championship points. He was still in the lead but was slowly losing ground to Tundo and Duncan. Quintin Mitchell was 40 seconds faster than the morning run through the same stage. He had woken up and beat Chathe by 28 seconds. It was enough to overhaul the Evo 9 driver and take fourth position. Jasprit Chathe was once again showing that he is fast becoming a top contender. Experience gained on this rally improving his technique. He lost out to Mitchell, but fifth was still an excellent result. Azhar Anwar had a trouble-free run. Unable to match the speed of the top drivers, he would have to settle for sixth and another good finish. Manveer Singh Barian was sixth fastest on the stage, improving his fast stage time by almost a minute. He was promoted to seventh when Alex Hosi was back. Alex Hosi had been on for another top 6 result but lost nearly 3 minutes on the final stage and slipped back to 8th overall. He was happy to be at the finish after retiring in Nyeri, winning the SPV class in the process. Peter Hosi had been in 9th position when the rear diff once again let the team down. This is the third rally in a row the car has suffered the problem, and the team would need to find a solution before the next event. Frank Tundo had been lying in 10th overall, but 2 punctures on the final stage cost the crew over 15 minutes and they dropped down the order eventually, finishing in 21. It was a big disappointment after an excellent run through the tighter hills. Jasmine Chana had been lying in 11th at the start of the stage, 9th fastest through the repeat Rukinga section, and the demise of Hosi and Tundo meant he climbed up to 9th overall to record his best result in the new Evo 9. After a lackluster performance, Onkarai was surprised to find himself in 10th at the end of the rally. He will be looking forward to the arrival of his new car and return to form in the near future. Geoff Bell stunned the field with an impressive drive in the 260Z to finish 11th overall. Despite this incident, it had been a good test for the classic Safari and a chance to put some more miles in the car. Winning the class was an added bonus. Alasdair Keith held on to second in the SSPV class behind Alex Hosi. He dropped a second to Mahesh Halai but finished 16th overall. Mahesh Halai could only manage 18th overall after losing 6 minutes earlier in the rally, and he will be back in Nakuru hoping for a better result. Rashid Kabi recorded his first finish of the season in the Old Impreza, finishing 5th in the S-Class and 28th overall. Rob Helia brought the Datsun home to finish 2nd in the Classic category. He certainly matched Bell for skill, but could not keep up with the more powerful 260Z ahead. We hope to see him back again later in the season. Hardev Singh Sira finished in 3rd in class after Jonathan Somen slipped back. Another podium meant he now had a comfortable lead in the Classic Championship. Jonathan Somen had been enjoying a good rally, but on the last stage he punctured. He drove for 8 kilometers before deciding to change the wheel, then lost further time, eventually dropping down to 5th in the category. The F2 category has seen the most retirements, with all the championship leaders going out. Charan Thethi led the category for the whole event before he went off trying to overtake a car in front. Damaging the suspension, he lost 6 minutes and finished 2nd. That mistake elevated Dalbir Thethi to the class win. It was his first class victory in the Toyota Conquest after a steady drive that now sees him in contention for the class championship. Fahad Bari had been as high as 10th overall but lost over 7 minutes on the final stage to drop back to 17th. Minesh Rathod set consistently top 20 times and was eventually rewarded with 19th overall. Don Smith rounded out the top 20. He had dropped time early in the morning and had worked his way back up the field. He will be hoping for a return to form in the next event. As the crews returned to Voi, it was Ian Duncan who had clinched victory. A dominant display on the first stage gave him a huge lead that Tundo was unable to recover. It was a popular win and just reward for all the hard work preparing the car for the event, the win putting him back in title contention.
I mean, it's always lovely to come to the Titus and then some of those ranches. It's good. It's like it's nice to go anywhere where there's no people and it's a good organised rally. That's for sure.
Tundo had to concede defeat, but 2nd means he closes the gap in the race to defend his championship and is now equal on points with Duncan in 2nd overall.
We've taken a few more points off Baldy, so the aim is definitely to defend. I've never done it, and it's a thorn in my side. I need to it's definitely.
Baldev Chaga can be happy with his final podium and keeps a hold on the championship lead with a 40-point cushion.
It's always giving me good, pleasant surprises. What we managed to do in the last stage was actually really good. It was wet, it was slightly slippery, and we overshot one corner, I think. So Tundo and Ian got the better of us. Otherwise, I think it would have been a very close time between all three of us.
It had been an excellent day, and as the champagne was sprayed, the drivers could reflect back on an exciting event with all the championships still wide open. Baldev Chaga continues to lead overall, but he's losing ground to Duncan and Tundo and will have to push for wins if he wants to take the title. Azhar Anwar slips down to 4th but continues to score on every rally. With all the leading contenders failing to score points, it was a chance for the others to make up good points. By virtue of 3 finishes and a win on this event, Dalbir Thethi now shares the lead with Adnan Suhail. Alice Dea Keith and Mahesh Halai now share the championship lead, with Alex Hossi only 10 points behind after winning 2 rounds. Defending champion Jaswinder Chana is now a distant 4th. Hardev Singh Sira now has a commanding lead after 3 good finishes. Ramesh Vishram moves into 2nd with defending champion Aslam Khan slipping back to 3rd after missing the round. Geoff Bell is likely to be back on more rounds, but without scoring on the first 2, he has a lot of ground to make up. Round 4 takes place on June the 8th and will take the crews to Nakuru and the arid and rocky country around Lake Bogoria for another challenging round in the heart of the Great Rift Valley. We'll see you there.